Black Lives Matter is not a hashtag and should never just be a hashtag. Our communities are tired and exhausted, really, at this repeated offense and assault that continues to happen, where we continue to find ourselves in a state of mourning. When we think about the police state, the police system, and we think about all of the systems of injustice that exist in this country, they are systems that have been created by men, and they are codified in law. And so all of the pain and the hurt and the trauma, not just experiencing by this community, by Minneapolis, by our state, by this nation, are pains and traumas that we can try to create relief for by implementing policies that move us forward. The current policing system that we have is not doing anything to protect and serve. And so what will it take for us to have a system where we are all protected by? And what does it take for us to have the resources in our communities that would essentially provide the safety that we all need? I am constantly appalled by the fact that it is easy. It is easy for municipalities, for the state, for the federal government to readily come up with resources to police and brutalize people. But when it comes to coming up with resources to provide health care, to provide mental health services, to provide housing, to provide the things that we need for our well-being as a community so that we can thrive, they are put in the back burner. And people oftentimes will say, this is not the time. We don't have the resources. We're not sure how we're going to pay for it. We can't get people on the other side of the aisle to agree. And they are willing to do their press releases, to have their press conferences, to talk about how Black Lives Matter, to talk about racial justice, to talk about equality without actually lifting a finger in creating proposals that actually speak to those words. And so we have a slew of legislation that we've introduced on a federal level, some bills that we've actually passed in the House that are currently sitting in the Senate that move this country forward. And I am tired about people talking about the filibuster. I'm tired about people talking about the narrow margins we have in the Senate. It is time for people to go beyond the press releases, to go beyond the press conferences, and to actually do the right thing in moving our country towards progress.